Arthur and Dennis stood in the dimly lit basement, staring at the intricate machine before them. It was a contraption unlike anything they had ever seen, a marvel of engineering designed to capture the 13 malevolent spirits now unleashed upon the world. "We need to act fast," Arthur said, his voice trembling with urgency. "Those ghosts won't stay contained for long." Dennis nodded, his hands shaking as he adjusted the straps on the special glasses they were about to wear. These glasses, crafted by Arthur himself, had the power to reveal the presence of the ghosts, allowing them to track and capture each one. As they donned the glasses, the world around them shifted. No longer were they surrounded by the dusty shelves and old furniture of the basement. Instead, they found themselves in a realm of shadows and whispers, where every corner seemed to hide a lurking menace. The first ghost appeared before them, a twisted specter with jagged teeth and empty eyes. It lunged towards them with a guttural growl, but Arthur and Dennis were ready. With a swift motion, they activated the machine, trapping the ghost within its ethereal confines. But there was no time to celebrate their victory. More ghosts lurked in the darkness, each one more sinister than the last. They moved through the shadows like wraiths, their presence sending shivers down Arthur and Dennis's spines. With each ghost they captured, the task became more perilous. They encountered specters of all shapes and sizes, from vengeful spirits seeking retribution to tortured souls trapped in eternal anguish. But Arthur and Dennis pressed on, their determination unwavering in the face of such horrors. As the hours passed and the night grew darker, they knew they were running out of time. The ghosts were growing stronger with each passing moment, their malevolent energy pulsating through the air like a palpable force. But Arthur and Dennis refused to give up. With every ounce of strength they possessed, they pushed forward, their resolve unyielding in the face of the terror that surrounded them. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, they captured the last ghost. It shrieked and wailed as it was pulled into the machine, its form dissipating into nothingness. With a sigh of relief, Arthur and Dennis removed their glasses, the world around them returning to its normal state. "We did it," Dennis said, his voice hoarse with exhaustion but filled with triumph. Arthur nodded, a weary smile crossing his lips. "Yes, but at what cost? The horrors we witnessed tonight will haunt us forever." And as they stood in the basement, surrounded by the remnants of their battle against the supernatural, they knew that their lives would never be the same again. For they had stared into the abyss, and the abyss had stared back. As Arthur and Dennis continued their quest to capture the 13 malevolent spirits, they soon discovered that each ghost carried with it a tragic backstory, fueling their vengeful desires. With every capture, the mysteries of these tormented souls began to unravel, shedding light on the dark pasts that had led them to seek revenge. The first ghost they encountered was a spectral figure with paint-splattered clothes and a haunted expression. As they trapped him within the confines of their machine, his backstory unfolded before them. He had once been a talented artist, his canvases filled with vibrant colors and raw emotion. But his success had come at a cost, as he sacrificed everything for his art, including his relationships and his sanity. Betrayed by those he trusted and consumed by jealousy towards his rivals, he spiraled into madness, eventually taking his own life. Now, trapped between worlds, he sought vengeance against those he felt had wronged him in life. The second ghost they captured was a young girl with a pale, sorrowful face. As they gazed into her empty eyes, her tragic tale unfolded. She had been forced into marriage at a young age, her innocence stolen by a cruel and abusive husband. Locked away in a loveless union, she longed for freedom and happiness. But her dreams were shattered when she met a tragic end at the hands of her husband's brutality. Now, her spirit roamed the earth, seeking justice for the suffering she endured in life. The third ghost they encountered was a spectral figure clad in tattered rags, his eyes burning with an otherworldly fire. As they captured him, his story unfolded like a dark fairy tale. He had once been a traveler, journeying across distant lands in search of adventure and fortune. But his wanderlust led him to a cursed land, where he unwittingly unleashed an ancient evil upon the world. Cursed by his own folly, he roamed the earth as a tormented soul, forever seeking redemption for the horrors he had unleashed. The fourth ghost they captured was a woman with flowing hair and a mournful gaze. As they trapped her within their machine, her tragic backstory emerged. She had once been deeply in love, her heart overflowing with passion and devotion. But her happiness was short-lived, as her lover betrayed her trust, leaving her broken and alone. Consumed by grief and rage, she took her own life, cursing the one who had wronged her to suffer for eternity. Now, her spirit wandered the earth, forever seeking revenge against those who had betrayed her love. The fifth ghost they encountered was a spectral warrior, his armor battered and his sword stained with blood. As they captured him, his tale of valor and tragedy unfolded. He had once been a mighty hero, renowned for his bravery and strength in battle. But his glory came at a cost, as he witnessed the horrors of war and the betrayal of those he trusted. Consumed by guilt and despair, he fell from grace, his noble deeds overshadowed by his own inner demons. Now, his spirit wandered the earth, haunted by the memories of his past and seeking redemption for the sins he had committed. The sixth ghost they encountered was a young woman with a steely gaze and a thirst for vengeance. As they trapped her within their machine, her tale of betrayal and revenge unfolded. She had once been a maiden of noble birth, cherished by her family and beloved by all who knew her. But her happiness was shattered when she was betrayed by those closest to her. Cast aside and left to fend for herself in a world filled with cruelty and deceit. Consumed by rage and bitterness, she swore vengeance against those who had wronged her. Her spirit twisted by the pain of betrayal and the desire for retribution. The seventh ghost they encountered was a musician with haunted eyes and trembling hands. As they captured him, his tragic backstory emerged. He had once been a talented composer, his music touching the hearts of all who heard it. But his gift came with a heavy price, as he was haunted by the spirits of the dead, their mournful cries echoing in his ears day and night. Tormented by his own inner demons, he descended into madness. His once beautiful melodies twisted into dark, discordant symphonies. Now, his spirit roamed the earth, forever cursed to wander in search of peace he could never find. The eighth ghost they encountered was a woman with a haunted expression and a longing for something lost. As they trapped her within their machine, her tale of betrayal and abandonment unfolded. She had once been a wealthy heiress, her life filled with luxury and privilege. But her wealth could not protect her from the cruelty of those around her. As she was betrayed by her own family and left to fend for herself in a world that valued wealth and power above all else. Consumed by bitterness and despair, she sought vengeance against those who had forsaken her. Her spirit twisted by the pain of betrayal and the desire for retribution. The ninth ghost they encountered was a scholar with a haunted expression and a thirst for knowledge. As they captured him, his tale of obsession and tragedy unfolded. He had once been a brilliant mind, his thirst for knowledge leading him to delve into forbidden realms of magic and the occult. But his quest for power came at a terrible price, as he unleashed forces beyond his control and doomed himself to an eternity of torment. Consumed by regret and remorse, he sought redemption for the sins he had committed. His spirit forever cursed to wander the earth in search of absolution. The 10th ghost they encountered was a woman with a fierce expression and a mother's love burning in her eyes. As they trapped her within their machine, her tale of tragedy and vengeance unfolded. She had once been a loving mother, her heart overflowing with devotion for her children. But her happiness was shattered when her family was torn apart by violence and betrayal. Consumed by grief and rage, she swore vengeance against those who had wronged her. Her spirit twisted by the pain of loss and the desire for retribution. The 11th ghost they encountered was a priest with a haunted expression and a soul weighed down by guilt. As they captured him, his tale of faith and betrayal unfolded. He had once been a man of God, his faith unwavering in the face of temptation and doubt. But his piety came at a terrible price, as he witnessed the corruption and hypocrisy of those who claimed to serve a higher power. Consumed by doubt and despair, he renounced his vows and fell from grace. His spirit forever cursed to wander the earth in search of redemption for the sins he had committed. The 12th ghost they encountered was a soldier with a haunted expression and a thirst for revenge burning in his eyes. As they trapped him within their machine, his tale of war and betrayal unfolded. He had once been a proud warrior. Amidst the cacophony of spectral encounters, there stood the 13th ghost, shrouded in an ethereal mist. Unlike the others, this apparition exuded an aura of quiet sorrow, a silent sentinel of forgotten memories. As they ensnared the ghost within their contraption, its story whispered through the veil of time. Once a guardian of ancient knowledge, tasked with safeguarding secrets lost to the ages. The ghost had watched as the world moved on, leaving its sacred duty to wither in neglect. Bound by duty and honor, the guardian lingered in the shadows, longing for recognition, yearning to be remembered. But as centuries passed, even the echoes of its existence faded into obscurity, a silent witness to the passage of time. Now, trapped within the machine of the living, the forgotten guardian sought solace in the company of its spectral brethren, finding solace in the shared burden of existence. Though unseen by mortal eyes, its presence remained a silent testament to the enduring power of memory. A reminder that even in death, some legacies endure.